I had my own notion of grief. I thought it was the sad time that followed the death of someone you love, and you had to push through it to get to the other side. But I'm learning there is no other side. There is no pushing through, but rather there is absorption, adjustment, acceptance. And grief is not something that you complete, but rather you endure. Grief is not a task to finish and move on, but an element of yourself, an alteration of your being, a new way of seeing, a new definition of self.
We remember them. In the rising of the sun and its going down, we remember them. In the blowing of the wind and in the chill of winter, we remember them. In the opening of the buds and in the rebirth of spring, we remember them. In the blueness of the sky and in the warmth of summer, we remember them. In the rustling of the leaves and in the beauty of autumn, we remember them. In the beginning of the year and when it ends, we remember them. When we are weary and in need of strength, we remember them. When we are lost and sick at heart, we remember them. When we have joys we yearn to share, we remember them. So long as we live, they too shall live, for they are now a part of us as we remember them. And I'm just speaking regarding my family and my parents. I always will remember them. Thank you.
On the Death of the Beloved by John Donahue. Though we need to weep your loss, you dwell in that safe place in our heart, where no storm or night or pain can reach you. Let us not look for you only in memory, where we would grow lonely without you. You would want us to find you in presence beside us when beauty brightens, when kindness glows and music echoes eternal tones.
The Window by Rumi. Your body is away from me, but there is a window open from my heart to yours. From this window, like the moon, I keep sending news secretly.
In Lieu of Flowers by Shauna LeMay. A few years ago, I read a friend's father's obituary on Facebook. His father had requested, in lieu of flowers, please take a friend or a loved one out for lunch. Although I love flowers very much, I won't see them when I'm gone. So in lieu of flowers, buy a book of poetry written by someone still alive, sit outside with a cup of tea, a glass of wine, and read it out loud, by yourself or to someone, or silently. Spend some time with a single flower, a rose maybe. Smell it, touch the petals, really look at it. Drink a nice bottle of wine with someone you love, or champagne, and think of what John Maynard Keynes said, my only regret in life is that I did not drink more champagne. Or what Dom Perignon said, thank you, when he first tasted the stuff. Come quickly, I'm tasting stars. Take out a paint set and lay down some colors. Watch birds. Common sparrows are fine, pigeons too. Geese are nice, robins. In lieu of flowers, walk in the trees and watch the light fall into it. Eat an apple, a really nice big one. I hope it's crisp. Have a long soak in the bathtub with candles, maybe some rose petals. Sit on the front stoop and watch the clouds. Have a dish of strawberry ice cream in my name. If it's winter, have a cup of hot chocolate outside for me. If it's summer, a big glass of ice water. If it's autumn, collect some leaves and press them in a book you love. I'd like that. Sit down, sit and look out a window and write down what you see. Write some other things down. In lieu of flowers, I would wish for you to flower. I would wish for you to blossom, to open.
The Rainbow Bridge poem by Steve and Diane Badofsky. by the edge of a woods at the foot of a hill, in a lush green meadow where time stands still, where the friends of man and woman do run, when their time on earth is over and done. For here, between this world and the next, is a place where each beloved creature finds rest. On this golden land they wait and they play, till the rainbow bridge they cross over one day. No more do they suffer in pain or in sadness, for here they are whole, their lives filled with gladness. Their limbs are restored, their health renewed, their bodies have healed, with strength imbued. They romp through the grass without even a care, until one day they start and sniff at the air. All ears prick forward, eyes dart front and back. Then all of a sudden one breaks from the pack. For just at that instant their eyes have met, together again, both person and pet. So they run to each other, these friends from long past. The time of their parting is over at last. The sadness they felt while they were apart has turned into joy once more in each heart. They embrace with a love that will last forever, and then, side by side, they cross over together.